Ever feel like starting a business is just kind of like a giant money pit waiting to happen?
Yeah.
You're not alone.
Nope.
A lot of people think that. But thanks to this awesome source material we've got, we're going on a deep dive to prove that launching a business with low investment is not only possible, it's actually kind of the norm these days.
It really is. What's fascinating is how much the digital age has flipped the script on startup costs.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
back in the day, even thinking about starting a business meant shelling out serious cash for rent and inventory.
Right.
Technology has changed the game completely.
It really has.
Yeah.
Like, it's mind-blowing to imagine building an audience for free on platforms like YouTube and Instagram. I mean, those were unheard of just a few years ago.
It's incredible.
And even creating a basic website with something like Squarespace is incredibly affordable. And then there's the whole world of e-commerce with platforms like Shopify that let you just ditch the whole brick and mortar store thing.
Completely.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
The source really drives home how these platforms have like democratized entrepreneurship, reaching customers directly. No need for a storefront.
Yeah.
No huge inventory costs.
Exactly.
It's all about minimizing overhead right from the start.
Speaking of minimizing overhead, the source has some amazing insights on tools that are either free or super budget friendly, like Canva for design. I honestly use that for everything, like social media posts, presentations, even quick flyers.
Sure.
And then, of course, Google Workspace is a given.
Absolutely. Those are just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
There are tools for literally everything these days.
I know.
Project management with Trello, email marketing with MailChimp. The list goes on and on.
Yeah.
The fact that these tools are so accessible makes starting a business feel way less daunting, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Okay, so we've established that the barriers are lower than ever, but I bet you're wondering, what kind of business can you actually start with limited funds?
That's right.
That's where this deep dive gets really interesting.
Okay.
So let's unpack this idea that you don't need a ton of cash to get your business rolling.
Right.
Our source breaks down 4 main low investment business models.
Okay.
And I think we should focus on 2 that seem particularly relevant
That's good.
to like our listeners.
Out of service-based businesses, content creation, drop shipping, and affiliate marketing,
Yeah.
which ones pique your interest the most?
All right, let's start with drop shipping, because who wouldn't want to sell products online without having to deal with any inventory?
Oh, yeah.
The idea of partnering with suppliers who handle all the storage and shipping is super appealing, especially if you're just starting out.
It's a great way to minimize risk, for sure.
Right.
You're not investing in inventory up front, so you're not stuck with a bunch of products if things don't take off.
Right.
The source specifically calls out Shopify as a fantastic platform for setting up your drop shipping store.
Okay.
And for custom design products, Printful seems like a great option to check out.
Oh, I love the idea of offering personalized stuff, like t-shirts with your own designs, mugs with funny quotes, that kind of thing.
Totally.
Okay, so dropshipping is definitely a contender.
Yeah.
But I'm also intrigued by the idea of a service-based business. It just seems like a natural fit if you have a specific skill that you can offer to clients.
Right. The source really emphasizes the value of skills-based businesses.
Yeah.
Like if you're a natural wordsmith, for example.
Oh, yeah?
Freelance writing could be your ticket to entrepreneurial success.
Oh, for sure.
Every business needs content from their websites, blogs, social media.
Exactly.
You can literally work from anywhere with just a laptop and a good internet connection.
And plus, there are platforms like Upwork and Fiverr
Yes.
that make it incredibly easy to connect with potential clients. I know some people who make a really good living as freelance writers,
Yeah.
and they have a ton of freedom and flexibility.
Flexibility is definitely a huge perk of running your own business.
Yeah.
Now, even though these low investment business models are incredibly attractive, you still need to be smart about keeping costs down.
Okay, so let's dive into that.
All right.
How do you actually keep those costs in check while you're getting your business off the ground?
Yeah.
Our source offers 4 amazing strategies to help you do just that.
Great. So the first, and arguably the most important, is to focus on creating a minimum viable product, or MVP.
I've heard of MVPs,
Okay.
but honestly, it sounds a little intimidating. Can you break it down for us?
Sure. Think of it as a stripped down version of your product or service.
Okay.
The core idea is to get something out there quickly without spending months perfecting every little detail.
Gotcha.
That way, you can start getting feedback from real customers and refine things as you go.
So it's all about testing the waters and validating your idea without breaking the bank.
Exactly. Yeah. Imagine building a full-fledged product, spending a ton of time and money on it, and then realizing it doesn't resonate with your target audience.
Oh, that would be awful.
That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
The MVP approach helps you avoid that costly mistake.
Okay.
By allowing you to test the waters and validate your idea with real customers.
I'm starting to see the lights, like dipping your toes in the pool before jumping in head first.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. What's the next strategy for keeping costs low?
Embrace those free and affordable tools we talked about earlier.
Right.
Canva for design, Google Workspace for collaboration, and Trello for project management.
Yeah.
These tools can handle a huge chunk of your business needs without costing you an arm and a leg.
Right, we already touched on those.
Right.
But I'm guessing there are tons of others out there that are specific to certain business functions.
Oh, for sure.
Does the source dive into any specific examples?
Absolutely. For managing your social media, you've got tools like Buffer or Hootsuite.
Okay.
They even offer free plans to get you started.
Awesome.
And for email marketing, MailChimp is a popular choice with a generous free tier for smaller lists.
Great.
It's truly amazing how much you can accomplish without spending a fortune.
All right, what's strategy number 3?
Don't underestimate the power of networking and partnerships.
Okay.
Building relationships with other businesses, influencers, or even just fellow entrepreneurs in your niche can unlock doors to opportunities you wouldn't believe.
So it's about collaboration over competition?
Yes.
It's about leveraging each other's strengths and audiences to create a win-win situation.
Precisely. Imagine joining forces with someone who has a complementary business or a large following in your target market.
Okay.
You can cross-promote each other's products or services, tap into new audiences, and even learn from each other's experiences.
The source mentions both online and offline networking groups. Any tips for actually finding these communities?
LinkedIn is a goldmine for connecting with professionals in your industry.
Okay.
Facebook groups are also incredibly valuable. There are groups for pretty much every niche imaginable, where you can find like-minded individuals and tap into a wealth of knowledge and support.
What about for people who prefer face-to-face interaction?
Yeah.
Are there offline options as well?
Absolutely. Check out local business meetups,
Okay.
industry conferences, or even just workshops and seminars related to your field.
Okay.
Those events offer a chance to network, learn from experts, and potentially find mentors or collaborators.
Awesome. Okay. We've got one final strategy left for keeping those costs down.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Tapping into affordable freelancing platforms.
Okay.
Let's be honest, you can't be an expert at everything.
True.
If you need help with a specific task, whether it's web design, logo creation, social media management, or anything else, platforms like Fiverr and Upwork are your best friend.
So instead of hiring full-time employees, you're essentially outsourcing specific tasks to skilled freelancers on a project-by-project basis.
Exactly. It's a much more cost-effective approach.
Right.
Especially when you're first starting out.
Makes sense.
Plus, you get access to a global pool of talent with specialized skills.
But how do you ensure quality when you're working with freelancers?
Yeah.
That always feels like a bit of a gamble.
The key is to do your due diligence.
Okay.
Look for freelancers with strong reviews, check out their portfolios, and be crystal clear in your communication about your expectations.
The source really emphasizes the importance of reading those reviews. It makes sense. It's like checking online reviews before buying a product.
Exactly.
You want to get a sense of their track record before committing to anything.
Right. And platforms like Fiverr and Upwork often have robust rating systems and client feedback to help you make more informed decisions.
This is all incredibly insightful. We've covered some amazing strategies for keeping costs down in the early stages of your business. But I'm guessing you're probably already thinking ahead to that next level.
I'd say that's a good sign.
Exactly. So how do you actually scale your business without breaking the bank? That's what we're going to dive into next.
It's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
But don't worry, our source has some brilliant strategies for that too.
Okay.
Strategies that don't involve winning the lottery or taking out a second mortgage.
All right. Well, let's hear it.
Okay.
So we've got the lowdown on keeping costs low when first getting started.
Right.
But scaling a business? That sounds expensive?
It doesn't have to be.
Really?
Yeah, our source emphasizes that scaling on a budget is totally achievable.
Okay.
if you approach it strategically.
Okay.
And one of the key strategies that they highlight is focusing on organic growth first.
Okay. I've heard that term thrown around a lot.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm not entirely sure what it means in practice.
Sure.
Can you break it down for us? What does organic growth actually look like?
It's all about building a genuine following and attracting customers without relying heavily on paid advertising.
Gotcha.
So think content marketing,
Okay.
social media engagement, word of mouth referrals,
Yeah.
things that build your brand reputation and earn customer trust over time.
So it's like the slow and steady approach, right?
That's exactly.
Building a solid foundation rather than trying to force rapid growth with paid ads.
Exactly. It's more sustainable in the long run.
Oh, okay.
You're not constantly dependent on ad budgets.
Right.
And the connections you build with customers are much stronger.
That makes sense.
The source gives some great examples.
Okay.
Like consistently creating valuable blog posts that rank well in search engines, or engaging with your followers on social media in a way that feels authentic and builds community.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But I imagine it can be tempting to jump into paid advertising once you start seeing some initial success.
Sure.
Is there a right time to explore paid options?
There definitely is. Once you have that solid foundation of organic growth, then you can strategically incorporate paid advertising
Okay.
to amplify your reach and target specific customer segments.
Gotcha.
Think of it as adding fuel to a fire that's already burning brightly.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
So organic growth is a priority, but what else can you do to scale on a budget?
The next strategy is all about being smart with your money.
Okay.
The source emphasizes reinvesting your profits wisely.
So resist the urge to splurge,
Yeah.
but where exactly should you be reinvesting those profits?
Think about what will move the needle for your business.
Okay.
Maybe it's upgrading your website to improve user experience, investing in better equipment to increase efficiency,
Okay.
or even hiring a part-time virtual assistant to free up your time for more strategic tasks.
I can see how that would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Instead of blowing your profits on unnecessary expenses,
Right.
you're strategically reinvesting them to fuel future growth.
Precisely. It's like compounding interest for your business.
No.
Each smart reinvestment builds upon the last, creating a snowball effect over time.
That's a powerful analogy.
Yeah.
All right, what's the final strategy for scaling without emptying your bank account?
The source recommends outsourcing or automating repetitive tasks
Okay.
as your business grows.
Yeah.
Those essential but time-consuming tasks can start to eat into your day.
Oh, I know those tasks all too well.
Right.
Responding to customer emails, data entry,
Right.
social media scheduling.
Totally.
They can really bog you down.
They can.
So how do you decide what to outsource or automate?
Think about which tasks are eating up the most time
Okay.
and whether they require your unique skills and expertise.
Okay.
If someone else can handle them just as effectively, it might be time to delegate or automate.
That makes sense. Yeah.
The source specifically mentions platforms like TaskRabbit and Upwork for finding affordable help,
Yeah.
and tools like Zapier for automating workflows. Those were all great options to explore.
Yeah.
The key is to free up your time
Okay.
so you can focus on the high-level tasks that only you could do, like strategic planning,
Right.
business development,
Yeah.
and building those all-important customer relationships.
This is all super helpful. It sounds like scaling on a budget is all about working smarter, not harder.
Absolutely. It's about being resourceful, strategic,
Yeah.
and prioritizing your time and energy.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about another crucial aspect of building a successful business: marketing.
Okay?
How can you effectively get the word out about your amazing business when you don't have a huge advertising budget to throw around?
That's a great question.
Especially since marketing can feel like a bottomless pit sometimes.
It can be, but our source highlights some incredibly effective marketing strategies
Okay.
that are perfect for low investment startups.
Right.
The key is to be creative, resourceful, and leverage the power of free or low-cost channels.
Okay, let's dive into those strategies. Right.
Where do we even begin when it comes to marketing on a shoestring budget?
Let's start with the obvious. Social media.
Of course.
Platforms like Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
Twitter, and LinkedIn offer incredible opportunities to connect with your target audience organically.
Right.
It's all about building relationships,
Yeah.
sharing valuable content,
Okay.
and engaging in authentic conversations.
Social media feels like a given these days,
Yeah.
But honestly, it can be so overwhelming.
It can.
There are so many platforms, so many different strategies.
Right.
How do you know where to focus your efforts?
The source recommends identifying the platforms where your target audience hangs out.
Okay.
If you're selling handmade jewelry to a younger demographic, TikTok or Instagram might be your best bet.
Okay.
If you're targeting business professionals, LinkedIn is where you need to be.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's all about being strategic and tailoring your approach to each specific platform.
And even though it's free to create profiles and all that, creating engaging content takes time and effort.
It absolutely does. That's why consistency is key.
Okay.
Posting regularly, engaging with your followers,
right,
and using relevant hashtags will make your content more discoverable.
Okay.
And help you build a loyal audience over time.
Okay, so social media is a must-have.
Yeah.
But what other marketing strategies are effective for low-investment businesses?
Content marketing is another powerhouse.
Okay.
The idea is to create valuable, informative, and engaging content that resonates with your target audience.
Gotcha.
This could be blog posts, articles, videos, infographics, ebooks.
Wow.
Anything that provides value and establishes you as an authority in your niche.
So it's not just about selling your products or services.
Right.
It's about providing valuable information that helps your audience solve problems or learn something new.
Exactly. And the best part is, the content you create today can continue to attract visitors and generate leads for months or even years to come.
Wow.
It's a long-term investment that keeps on giving.
That's what I love about content marketing. It's like building a library of resources that people can refer back to again and again.
Exactly.
Okay, what other marketing strategies should we have on our radar?
Email marketing is a classic for a reason.
Yes.
Building an email list allows you to stay in touch with your audience.
Okay.
Share updates, promote your products or services, and build those all-important relationships.
I'm a sucker for a good email newsletter.
Yeah.
But how do you actually convince people to sign up for your email list?
Offer something valuable in exchange for their email address, like a free ebook, a discount code, or exclusive access to behind-the-scenes content.
Gotcha.
The source also mentions segmenting your audience so you can send more personalized emails based on their interests or behaviors.
That's smart. It makes people feel like you're speaking directly to them. Rather than blasting out generic messages.
Exactly. Personalized emails are much more likely to get opened and read, which ultimately leads to higher conversion rates. The source mentioned MailChimp as a popular platform for email marketing. Is that a good option for businesses just starting out?
I'm curious.
It absolutely is. MailChimp has a free tier for smaller lists. And it's incredibly user-friendly.
Awesome.
It also offers a range of features like automation, segmentation, and analytics that can help you optimize your email campaigns.
Wow, this is a lot to take in.
Yeah.
So far, we've covered social media, content marketing, and email marketing. What other channels are worth exploring for low-investment businesses?
Public relations.
Okay.
Getting featured in relevant publications, blogs, or podcasts can do wonders for your brand visibility and credibility.
So it's all about getting your name out there through third-party endorsements, right? But how do you actually get featured in those places? It seems like a long shot.
It's not as difficult as you might think.
Okay.
The source recommends identifying publications, blogs or podcasts that align with your target audience, and crafting a compelling pitch that highlights what makes your business unique and relevant to their readers or listeners.
So it's all about finding the right outlets and tailoring your message to their specific audience.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to follow up.
Okay.
Journalists and bloggers are busy people. So a gentle reminder can go a long way.
Right. So we've covered a lot of ground with online marketing, but are there any offline channels that are effective for low investment businesses?
Networking events are always a great bet.
Okay.
Whether it's an industry conference, a local business meetup, or even just a workshop or seminar. Connecting with people face-to-face can be incredibly valuable.
For sure.
You never know who you might meet or what opportunities might arise from those conversations.
I love that. It's a reminder that building a successful business isn't just about online strategies. It's about building real human connections.
Absolutely. And those connections can lead to partnerships, collaborations, referrals, and even just valuable insights and support from other entrepreneurs who understand the challenges you're facing.
This has been a super comprehensive overview of marketing strategies for low investment businesses.
Sure.
I'm feeling much more confident about getting the word out without breaking the bank.
That's great to hear. Remember, it's not about how much money you spend. It's about how strategically you use your resources.
Yeah.
And how effectively you connect with your target audience.
So true. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in terms of starting a business, keeping costs low, and even scaling and marketing on a budget.
Yeah.
But what about the mental and emotional side of entrepreneurship?
That's a crucial aspect that often gets overlooked.
Right.
Starting and running a business can be incredibly challenging.
Yeah.
And it's important to develop the right mindset to navigate those challenges and stay motivated.
I'm all ears. What kind of mindset shifts are essential for entrepreneurial success, especially when you're facing setbacks and self-doubt? Our source really emphasizes the importance of embracing a growth mindset.
Okay, I've heard that term before.
Yeah.
But can you remind us what it actually means?
Sure. It's all about believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed.
Okay.
Through hard work, learning, and persistence. It's about viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than roadblocks.
So instead of getting discouraged by setbacks,
Right.
you see them as valuable learning experiences that will make you stronger
Yes.
and more resilient in the long run.
Exactly. And that resilience is essential for entrepreneurship because, let's face it, it's
a roller coaster ride with its fair share of ups and downs.
so true. What are some practical tips for building that resilience muscle?
The source suggests surrounding yourself with a supportive community
Okay.
of people who believe in you and your vision.
Yeah.
Whether it's friends, family, fellow entrepreneurs, or mentors.
Right.
Having that support system can make all the difference when you're facing those inevitable moments of self-doubt.
And don't forget to celebrate those small wins along the way.
Yes.
Even if it's just landing your first client, hitting a milestone on social media,
All right.
or simply making progress on a difficult task.
Yeah.
Acknowledging those achievements can boost your morale and keep you moving forward.
Absolutely. Celebrating those small wins is crucial for staying motivated and maintaining a positive outlook.
Okay, so growth mindset and resilience are key.
Yeah.
What other mindset shifts are essential for entrepreneurs?
Embracing a learning mentality.
Okay.
The business world is constantly evolving, and it's essential to be a lifelong learner to stay ahead of the curve.
So it's all about being curious, open to new ideas, and willing to adapt to change.
Absolutely.
But how do you actually stay ahead of the game when there's so much information out there?
The source recommends immersing yourself in your industry.
Okay.
Read books, listen to podcasts,
Right.
attend workshops, and connect with other entrepreneurs and experts to stay informed about industry trends, best practices, and emerging technologies.
It's like a constant process of upskilling and expanding your knowledge base.
It is.
Okay, what other mindset shifts should entrepreneurs embrace?
Focusing on providing value.
Okay.
Ultimately, the most successful businesses are those that solve problems
Yeah.
and make people's lives better.
So it's not just about making money.
Right.
It's about making a positive impact on the world.
Exactly. By prioritizing the needs of your customers and striving to make their lives easier, happier, or more fulfilling. You'll build a loyal following and create a business that's both profitable and purpose-driven.
That's such a great reminder.
Yeah.
It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind and lose sight of the bigger picture, but ultimately it's all about making a difference in the lives of your customers.
Absolutely. And remember, the more value you provide,
Yeah.
the more successful your business will be.
Right.
A win-win situation.
This has been such an inspiring conversation.
Good.
It's amazing how much mindset plays a role in entrepreneurial success.
It truly is.
By embracing a growth mindset, cultivating resilience,
Yes.
and focusing on providing value, you'll set yourself up for success, both personally and professionally.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've covered mindset shifts.
Right.
But what about managing your time and energy effectively?
That's a great question.
When you're running a business, especially a low investment one,
Yeah.
where you're likely wearing multiple hats, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and burnt out.
Burnout is a real concern.
Yeah.
What can entrepreneurs do to prevent it
Yeah.
and maintain a healthy work-life balance?
Our source emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries, boundaries between work and personal life.
Yeah.
But how do you actually do that when your business feels like it's always on?
It takes conscious effort.
Okay.
Establish set work hours.
Okay.
Even if you're working from home.
Right.
Create a dedicated workspace if possible. So you're not constantly surrounded by work-related stuff.
Okay.
And most importantly, make a conscious effort to disconnect from work when you're not on the clock.
So no checking emails at the dinner table or brainstorming marketing strategies while you're trying to relax with a good book.
Exactly. It's about respecting those boundaries and giving yourself permission to fully disconnect from work so you can recharge your batteries and come back feeling refreshed and energized.
Okay, so boundaries are key. What other strategies can entrepreneurs use to maintain a healthy work-life balance?
Prioritize self-care.
Okay.
When you're running a business, it's easy to put your own needs on the back burner.
For sure.
But taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally is crucial for sustainable success.
I can definitely see how neglecting self-care could lead to burnout.
It definitely can.
But what does self-care actually look like for busy entrepreneurs?
It's about making time for the things that nourish you and bring you joy. This could be getting enough sleep, eating healthy foods, exercising regularly, spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies, or simply connecting with loved ones.
So it's about finding those activities that fill your cup. And making them a non-negotiable part of your routine.
Exactly. Self-care is not selfish. It's an investment in your well-being and your business's success.
Okay, what other strategies can entrepreneurs use to avoid burnout and maintain that balance?
Our source highlights the importance of learning to say no.
And new opportunities.
Yeah.
But isn't that counterintuitive when you're trying to grow your business?
Not necessarily. As an entrepreneur, you're constantly presented with opportunities. But it's crucial to be selective. And only say yes to the projects and commitments that truly align with your goals, your values, and your capacity.
So it's about being strategic with your time and energy.
Yes.
And not over-committing yourself to things that will drain you or distract you from your priorities.
Exactly. Saying no to certain opportunities frees up your time and energy to focus on the things that truly matter. And that will move the needle for your business.
I'm starting to see how all of these strategies are interconnected. Setting boundaries. Prioritizing self-care. Learning to say no. It's all about creating a sustainable approach to entrepreneurship.
It is.
That supports both your business and your well-being.
You got it. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're working hard, but also taking care of yourself so you can enjoy the journey and thrive in the long run.
Speaking of thriving, our source dives into some pretty insightful strategies for building a strong team. Which I know can be a game changer when it comes to scaling a business.
Absolutely. Building a team allows you to leverage the skills and expertise of others. Which frees you up to focus on your zone of genius and the high-level tasks that drive your business forward.
Okay, so let's dive into those strategies. How can entrepreneurs attract and retain top talent, especially when they're working with limited resources?
The source emphasizes the importance of defining your company culture. What are your core values? What's your mission? What's your vision for the future?
So it's about creating a clear and compelling identity for your business. That will attract like-minded individuals. But how do you actually communicate that culture to potential employees?
Transparency is key. Share your values and your vision on your website. In your job descriptions. And during the interview process.
So basically, be upfront and honest about what it's like to work for your company. No sugarcoating.
Exactly. People want to work for companies that they believe in. And that align with their own values and aspirations.
That makes a lot of sense. What else can entrepreneurs do to attract top talent?
The source recommends offering competitive compensation and benefits. Even if you're working with limited resources.
I can see how that would be a challenge, especially in the early stages of a business.
It can be, but it's important to remember that compensation isn't just about salary. Think about what other perks or benefits you can offer that are valuable to your potential employees. Flexible work arrangements. Professional development opportunities. Health insurance. Even equity in the company. These can all be attractive incentives for top talent.
Those are all great ideas.
Yeah.
It's about finding creative ways to sweeten the deal and make your company stand out.
Right.
Even if you can't offer the highest salaries right away.
Exactly. It's about showing potential employees that you value their contributions and that you're invested in their growth and well-being.
Okay, so defining your culture and offering competitive compensation and benefits are important.
Yes.
What else can entrepreneurs do to attract and retain top talent?
The source highlights the importance of creating a positive and supportive work environment.
So basically, it's about fostering a culture where people feel valued, respected, and appreciated.
Precisely. Encourage open communication, foster collaboration, celebrate successes, and provide opportunities for growth and development.
Those are all great tips for creating a workplace where people feel motivated and inspired to do their best work.
Right. And when people feel good about their work environment, they're more likely to stay with the company long term.
Yeah.
Which ultimately saves you time and money on recruiting and training new employees.
That's a win-win.
It is.
Okay, so company culture and work environment are key.
Yeah.
What other strategies should entrepreneurs consider?
The source emphasizes the importance of investing in your team's development.
So providing opportunities for your employees to learn new skills, attend conferences, take courses, or even just shadow other team members to gain experience in different areas of the business.
Exactly. Investing in your team's development not only makes them more valuable to your company, but also shows them that you care about their career growth and their future.
And when employees feel valued and invested in, they're more likely to be engaged, motivated, and loyal to the company.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about creating a culture of continuous learning and growth that benefits both the individual employees and the company as a whole.
Precisely. And don't forget the importance of recognizing and rewarding your team's contributions.
Oh, yeah.
So showing appreciation for their hard work and dedication through regular feedback, bonuses, promotions, or even just simple gestures of gratitude.
Exactly. When people feel appreciated, they're more likely to be engaged, motivated, and committed to their work.
It's amazing how all of these strategies for building a strong team are interconnected.
They are.
It's not just about finding talented people. It's about creating an environment where they can thrive and contribute their best work.
You've got it. Building a strong team is an ongoing process that requires commitment, communication, and a genuine desire to create a positive and supportive work environment.
This has been such an insightful conversation about the importance of building a strong team.
Good.
It's clear that investing in your team is one of the best investments you can make as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely. Your team is your biggest asset. And by nurturing their talents, supporting their growth, and creating a positive and inspiring work environment, you'll set your business up for long-term success.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. From starting a business with limited funds to scaling, marketing, building a strong team, and even cultivating the right mindset for entrepreneurial success.
It's a lot.
But before we wrap up this deep dive, I want to touch on one more crucial aspect of building a thriving business: innovation. How can entrepreneurs stay ahead of the curve and continuously innovate, even when they're working with limited resources?
That's a great question.
Innovation is essential for any business that wants to stay relevant, competitive, and adaptable in today's ever-changing world.
It really is.
But innovation often feels like this big, expensive thing.
I know.
That only huge companies with tons of resources can afford to do. How can small businesses and startups foster innovation on a budget?
The source emphasizes the importance of fostering a culture of experimentation within your team. Encourage your team to come up with new ideas, test new approaches, and embrace failure as a learning opportunity.
So it's about creating a safe space where people feel comfortable taking risks and trying new things without fear of judgment or repercussions if things don't go as planned.
Innovation thrives in environments where people feel empowered to experiment, learn from their mistakes, and iterate on their ideas.
But how can entrepreneurs create that kind of culture?
Yeah.
It's one thing to say you encourage experimentation.
Right.
But it's another thing to actually make people feel comfortable taking those risks.
You're absolutely right. It starts with leading by example.
Okay.
Be willing to try new things yourself. Share your own failures and lessons learned.
Okay.
And celebrate the successes of your team's experiments.
Yeah.
Even if they don't always lead to the desired outcome.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's about showing your team that you're not afraid to take risks yourself.
Right.
And that you value their creativity and ingenuity, even if things don't always go according to plan.
Precisely. When you lead with vulnerability and a willingness to embrace failure as a learning opportunity, you create a culture where people feel safe to step outside their comfort zones and push the boundaries of what's possible.
Okay, fostering a culture of experimentation is a great starting point. What other strategies can entrepreneurs use to drive innovation?
The source highlights the importance of staying curious. Pay attention to industry trends, merging technologies and the evolving needs of your target audience.
So it's all about being a lifelong learner and staying ahead of the curve by constantly seeking out new information and insights.
Exactly. The more you know about the world around you, the better equipped you'll be to identify opportunities for innovation.
Okay.
And create products or services that meet the evolving needs of your customers.
But with so much information out there, it can be overwhelming to know where to focus your attention.
Yeah.
What are some practical ways that entrepreneurs can stay informed and inspired?
Read industry publications.
Okay.
Attend conferences and workshops.
Right.
Network with other entrepreneurs and experts in your field.
Yeah.
And of course, listen to podcasts like this one.
Oh, great plug. Okay, what other strategies can entrepreneurs use to foster innovation?
Collaboration is key.
Okay.
Innovation often happens at the intersection of different perspectives and disciplines.
So it's about bringing together people with different backgrounds, skills, and experiences to brainstorm new ideas and solve problems in creative ways.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to reach out to people outside of your immediate circle.
Okay.
Whether it's other entrepreneurs, mentors, industry experts, or even your customers.
That's a great point. Sometimes the best ideas come from the most unexpected sources.
Absolutely. And remember, innovation doesn't always have to be about creating something entirely new.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's simply about finding new ways to improve existing products or services, or finding new applications for existing technologies.
Okay, any other strategies we should mention?
Don't be afraid to fail.
Oh, yeah.
Innovation is inherently risky.
Right.
And not every experiment will be successful.
I mean, that's true of most things in life, right?
Exactly.
So it's all about embracing failure as a learning opportunity.
Yes.
And not letting setbacks discourage you from trying new things.
Exactly. The most successful innovators are those who are willing to take risks.
Okay.
Learn from their mistakes. And keep iterating until they find a solution that works.
This has been an incredibly insightful discussion on the importance of innovation.
Good.
What are some key takeaways that you want our listeners to remember?
Innovation is essential for any business that wants to stay competitive and thrive in the long term. By fostering a culture of experimentation, staying curious, collaborating with others, and embracing failure as a learning opportunity, you can continuously innovate and create products or services that meet the evolving needs of your customers.
I love that. It's all about being proactive. Embracing change. And constantly seeking out ways to improve and grow.
Exactly. And remember, innovation is a journey, not a destination.
Okay.
Enjoy the process. Embrace the challenges. And never stop exploring new possibilities.
It's so inspiring to hear how innovation can be a driving force for businesses of all sizes.
It truly is. And it's something that should be woven into the fabric of your business from day one.
We've talked about starting a business with limited resources, scaling strategically, marketing effectively, building a strong team, and fostering a culture of innovation.
It's a lot to cover.
But let's be real, none of that matters if you don't have strong relationships with your customers.
You're absolutely right. Customer relationships are the heart and soul of any successful business. Without happy, loyal customers, you don't have a business at all.
So true. But building strong customer relationships can feel like a daunting task.
It can.
Especially when you're starting out and resources are limited.
Yeah.
Where do you even begin?
Our source emphasizes the importance of understanding your target audience.
Okay.
Who are they?
Yeah.
What are their needs, their desires, their pain points? What makes them tick?
So it's about putting yourself in your customer's shoes.
Yes.
And really trying to see the world from their perspective.
Exactly.
But how do you actually gain that understanding?
Right.
It's not like you can read their minds.
You can't read minds, but you can do market research.
Okay.
Read industry reports, analyze your competitors, and most importantly, talk to your customers directly.
Okay.
Ask them questions.
Right.
Listen to their feedback and pay attention to their online conversations.
So things like surveys, interviews, focus groups, and even just monitoring social media for mentions of your brand or industry can provide valuable insights into what your customers are thinking, feeling, and needing.
Exactly. The more you know about your target audience, the better equipped you'll be to create products and services that meet their needs.
Okay.
Craft marketing messages that resonate with them.
Right.
And build a brand that they truly connect with.
Okay, so understanding your target audience is a crucial first step. What's next on the roadmap to building strong customer relationships?
Providing exceptional customer service.
Okay.
This is one area where you can truly differentiate yourself from the competition.
Yeah.
Even if you have limited resources.
So it's all about going above and beyond to make your customers feel valued, appreciated, and heard.
Exactly.
But what does that look like in practice?
Yeah.
Is it about offering free shipping or discounts?
It can be about those things, but it's also about the little things.
Yeah.
Respond to inquiries promptly and thoughtfully. Be helpful and courteous in your interactions.
Right.
And always strive to exceed expectations.
It's about creating a positive and memorable experience that leaves a lasting impression and makes people want to come back for more.
Exactly. Happy customers are your best advocates. They'll tell their friends about you. They'll leave positive reviews.
Yeah.
And they'll become loyal fans of your brand.
And that kind of word-of-mouth marketing is priceless.
It is.
Okay, so understanding your audience and providing exceptional customer service are key. What other strategies can entrepreneurs use to foster those strong customer relationships?
The source recommends building a community around your brand.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
But how do you actually build a community, especially when you're starting out?
There are so many ways.
Okay.
Create a Facebook group where customers can connect with each other and share their experiences. Host online or in-person events that bring people together.
Right.
Feature your customers on social media or in your marketing materials.
So it's about creating a space where people feel like they belong.
Yes.
Like they're part of something bigger than just a transactional relationship with a business.
Exactly. When you build a community around your brand, you're not only fostering loyalty, but you're also creating a valuable source of feedback and insights.
Interesting.
You're tapping into the collective wisdom of your customers, which can help you improve your products, your services, and your overall business strategy.
This is all so insightful.
Good.
It's a reminder that building strong customer relationships isn't just about marketing or sales.
Right.
It's about building genuine connections and fostering a sense of belonging.
You got it. It's about treating your customers like human beings, not just transactions.
Right.
And when you approach customer relationships with authenticity, empathy, and a genuine desire to serve, you'll create a loyal following that will support your business for years to come.
This deep dive has been packed with so much valuable information and inspiration.
It has.
It's clear that starting a successful business doesn't require a ton of money.
Right.
But it does require passion, dedication, and a willingness to learn and grow along the way.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And the most exciting thing is that this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
The world of entrepreneurship is constantly evolving.
Right.
And there are endless opportunities for those who are willing to dream big, work hard, and never stop learning.
So to our listeners, what's your next step? What spark of an idea have you been holding on to? This deep dive has shown us that it's possible to build a business on your own terms, even with limited resources.
Absolutely.
The tools, the strategies, the support, it's all out there waiting for you.
And remember, you're not alone on this journey. There's an incredible community of entrepreneurs out there ready to cheer you on, offer guidance, and share their own experiences.
Right.
Don't be afraid to reach out, ask questions,
Yeah.
and connect with others who are on a similar path.
This deep dive has been an incredible journey, and we hope you found it as inspiring and empowering as we have.
Absolutely.
Remember, the most important ingredient in any successful business is you.
Yes.
Your passion, your creativity, your vision, that's what will truly make your business unique and impactful.
Couldn't agree more.
So go out there, chase your dreams, and build something amazing.
We can't wait to see what you create.
That's it for this deep dive into the world of low investment entrepreneurship.
It's been fun.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, the journey starts now.